Hello, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about why me and, well, everyone really should be pissed off at the MazdaSpeed 3.
The trash! 4.5, drop a quarter, they gon' finish you. Yeah, I'm on call with a hit or two. No small talk, me and Mr. News, pull up with a flex on the ball in the middle.
Welcome back. So we got to start with some story time to, set the scene and how we found out about this. So I'm looking through Facebook Marketplace for MazdaSpeeds, Speed 3, Speed 6, and I see this Speed 3. First gen, it's 5,000 New Zealand dollars. That is a really low price. I go onto it, the first picture, it's just a straight on front, it looks alright, it's got the bumper and the bonnet and all that. Something's a little bit basic about it, didn't really think much. Go to the next picture, it's a front 3/4 shot. Something looks a little bit off, but it's got the wheels and all that. I'm pretty sure what was off was it didn't have any tint. Then next picture, it's a rare 3/4 shot, and oh my days, this is weird. It was just a standard Mazda 3. Had like some tiny ass spoiler, a really thin, ugly bumper with no diffuser, fat exhaust, some like different lights, and I don't know, the rear fenders just looked kind of weird. I always thought that Speed 3s and normal 3s didn't look that different, but when you see it like that, they're extremely different. So anyways, I checked the description. He's selling as apparently 2.3 litre turbo manual MazdaSpeed 3. So then I search up his plate on Car Jam, which is a website where you can check out the information of a car, and it told me it is indeed a 2 litre naturally aspirated automatic. So I messaged the guy saying, you know that's not a MazdaSpeed, right? And he just leaves me on scene. Bruh. Thought you guys might find that funny, and that sort of sets the scene. I keep going through, I see this grey one. I click on it, oh okay. I start going through the pictures, then I notice that it isn't a Speed 3 again. But I'm fine with it, because it doesn't say MazdaSpeed anywhere. But I see this badge, 4-wheel drive. I go to further down this listing, he's selling a Mazda 3 4-wheel drive. So I messaged this guy saying, these never came in 4-wheel drive. Turns out they did come in 4-wheel drive. It's just a, 150 horsepower. It's still 4-wheel drive, so, that's pretty cool that it came with 4-wheel drive. But then I got thinking, I was like, hang on. When people 4-wheel drive swap a Speed 3, they usually, use parts from a Speed 6, the transfer case and all that. So I was thinking, why don't you just use parts from the Mazda 3 4-wheel drive, since it's like the exact same chassis, platform and all that? And then I thought, okay, why do we all-wheel drive swap our Speed 3s? And it's because it is front-wheel drive, and front-wheel drive isn't very fun. Because they came front-wheel drive stock. Now Mazda, you had a Mazda 3 4-wheel drive. Then you decide to make a MazdaSpeed 3. You gotta put 260 horsepower through the front wheels. When people are saying how outrageous it is, Emily, about, the Focus STs and all that having 220 horsepower at the front wheels. This had a lot more, and especially when you talk about the torque, 280 foot-pound of torque, that's the same as a Mark 7 Golf R, but through the front wheels. Why did Mazda choose to go front-wheel drive? They had a 4-wheel drive system that fits onto the chassis of it, and you decide to use the front wheel drive?
How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so sick of this fucking company.
You had an insane amount of torque and power going through those front wheels. How is that good? Why? And then I realized something else, right? We basically could have had an Evo competitor on our hands. Because if you think about it, an Evo puts out, 275 horsepower. We know its supposedly rival GTI has 200 horsepower. 260 is a lot closer to 275 than it is 200. And you could have 4-wheel drive and had a straight up Evo competitor. And man, that could have been an insane car. The Speed 6 put out 274 horsepower. They could have easily had the Speed 3 putting out 274 horsepower at all 4 wheels. And with Mazda's history with its handling, its steering rack, the Miata that's always injected into every single car, they would have had some freaking mental car on their hands. But no, we'll just front wheel drive for you guys. Now you may be thinking that the 4-wheel drive system they had in there, the axles and all that, weren't strong enough for the power. But then with that logic, you would assume that the Mazda 3 front wheel drive system wasn't as strong either. And even if it wasn't as strong enough, they've already got that core architecture and structure there. It wouldn't be too hard for Mazda, a giant company, to replace the axles and the clutch packs and all that. And you may think, oh no, they wanted to keep price down. I think we can all admit, they said the Speed 3 was meant to be a GTI rival and was priced like that. It was far superior to the GTI. They could have easily charged much more, especially if you got 4-wheel drive and an Evo rivaling car. That's kind of annoying. And now, our next point. Now, we all know Subaru, they have the flat 4 engines, the engines that's nice and low, and what that means is that then they can actually fit an intercooler on top of their engine. The Speed 3 used an inline 4, which means you can't really fit an intercooler on the top of the engine without getting, you know, a large bonnet like the Speed 3 did get. Though I do have to admit, the bulge on the hood looks so damn good. It also means the engine would be much closer to the intercooler than on, let's say, a Subaru. And this top mount intercooler being so close to the engine means that there's so much heat soak when you drive hard that raises your inlet temperatures and lowers your horsepower. So Mazda went through all that trouble to have a top mount intercooler instead of a front mount intercooler for a worse system. Ever since the Subaru came out, it was complained because the top mount intercooler had so much heat soak because it was on top of the engine. And Mazda's here, we're having an engine even closer to the intercooler, and we don't have a scoop. The Subarus have a scoop to cool air. We didn't have a freaking hood scoop. Why did you do that? You even went to the struggle of having a larger bonnet on it. I just don't get the thought that went behind that. Some people probably say, you know, oh, they couldn't fit a front mount intercooler at the front. Well, then tell me how everyone and their sons has a front mount intercooler on their Speed 3. Just, kinda annoying. So that is what pisses me off about the Mazda Speed 3. If you can think of anything else, comment it down below. If you did enjoy, smash the like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, see you next time.